Hello to everyone in TV land. This is Focus on Liberia online television, and you're listening to the Focus on Liberia Daily News with Gwendolyn Dorado. I bring you the headlines. Central wants Access Recovery Team dissolved, funds director to lack. Several indicted in Margibi County Health Team corruption saga. VP Cohn places Liberian business and SMEs at forefront of poverty alleviation efforts. BMMC CEO backs Allen. And LFA Liska signed cash award for women's lower club champions. Those were the headlines, and I'll bring you the news in details. President Joseph Yoma Boakai recently issued an executive order number 126 establishing the Office of Access Recovery and constituted the Access Recovery and Property Retrieval Core Team headed by Councillor Edwin Martin to locate, recover and retrieve public resources properties in the country. Reacting to the decision of the Liberian chief executive in a press conference on Monday, March 11 in Monrovia, the executive director of Central, Anderson Miamin, said the president should direct the funds to the Access Recovery Unit at the Liberian Anti-Corruption Commission. Mr. Miamin noted that the task force essentially assumes the role of the LAC, thereby making it a parallel institution, adding that the task force is not independent as it is situated in the presidency and includes supporters of Boakai's 2023 presidential bid. He added that Section 4.1d of the LAC Act of 2022 gives it the power to independently and in the name of the Republic of Liberia investigate and prosecute any and all acts of corruption. Meanwhile, the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia is encouraging the government to respect the mandates of existing anti-corruption institutions and remain engaged with them in making decisions bordering on their mandates areas if the desired collaboration and results must be achieved. The Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, in pursuant to Section 5.1 and 5.2 of its 2022 Act through the grand jury of Margibi County sitting in its February term, has indicted 12 persons. According to the indictment, which is in the possession of Front Page Africa, the defendants are being jointly charged to answer to the alleged crimes which stem from financial improprieties and kickbacks by officials of Margibi County Health Team involving the sum of US $188,968.86 from a USAID-funded project intended to improve the healthcare delivery service for citizens of Margibi County. The indictment was drawn based on the outcome of a full-scale investigation conducted by the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission that was triggered by a corruption expose on the Margibi Health Team by a front page report disclosing that the then Margibi County Health Team officer, Dr. Augustine Yankufane, and other senior staff of the county health team were heard on a leaked audio orchestrating how to direct funds meant to facilitate health activities in the county for personal use in collusion with vendors. In response to the report, The United States Embassy in Monrovia commended Front Page Africa for the expose and expressed concerns over the misappropriation of American taxpayers' money intended to support health initiatives in the country, and at the same time called on the government of Liberia through the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission to prosecute the Magibi County Health Team of officials and all those linked to the misuse of U.S. health funds to the fullest extent of the law if the government needs more health support from them. Amidst ongoing efforts to combat poverty in Liberia, Vice President Jeremiah K. Cohn has announced the Liberian business and small and medium-sized enterprises remain the government's major focus to lift its citizens out of poverty. He also said local business and Liberia's own businesses are struggling for needed capital to expand and contribute to the private sector. And even under difficult circumstances, they continue to demonstrate resilience and competence to compete with foreign businesses. He made the statements when delivering a keynote address at the Aqualife expansion ceremony on Friday, March 8 at Red Hill Field in Virginia. VP Cohn extended his appreciation to Liberty Investment Limited and its subsidiary, and Aqualife, for their over decade-long investment in Liberia that have created employment opportunities for Liberians, but have also significantly contributed to its industrial and economic advancement. And he firmly believes President Joseph Boakai's ARREST vision offers a most promising avenue to address long-standing challenges confronting private sector's investments. For his part, Amin Modad, Minister of Commerce and Industry, congratulated Liberty Investment for such an outstanding performance. He said the Ministry of Commerce will continue to support such an investment and will ensure that it makes available the non-fiscal incentives to encourage Aqualife and other investments in Liberia. The Board of Directors and Senior Management of Bee Mountain Mining Corporation has read with utter dismay statements by some Liberians calling for the removal of its country general manager, Mr. Diba W. Allen, a Liberian. The statements and protests alleged that Mr. Allen is responsible for the actions and inactions of the company in matters concerning the performance of its obligations in the various communities and the country. The CEO noted that Mr. Allen joined the company in 2023 as a result of a nationwide search by the then CEO and president of the mining company with the approval of the board of directors. Contrary to what some may believe, the position country general manager is not occupied by a person recommended by the government of Liberia. The CEO added that companies look for employees of such that are ready, willing, and able to serve with such long-term commitment and distinction. Bee Mountain Mining Corporation is Liberia's first and largest commercial gold producer, providing employment opportunities for more than 3,500 Liberians, and Mr. Allen has contributed enormously to the success story with his commitment, dedicated, and expertise. and that no amount of pressure or protest will cause the company to act illegally against any of its employees, while our confidence in the general manager for the country affairs, Mr. Diba W. Allen, remains strong. The Liberia Football Association has signed a USD 30,000 sponsorship deal with Leska Trust Company, which will provide cash awards for women's lower league club champions and runners-up. The deal between the shipping company and the LFA is expected to last for 3 years, commencing in the 2023-2024 season. However, it is understood that the deal benefiting lower league teams in Montserrado, Neighbor, Lofa, Grand Jide, Grand Cru, River G, and Maryland counties is subject to renewal. During the signing ceremony, the managing director of Trust Company, Abraham Zadenberg, emphasized that the urgent need to focus on and provide opportunities for women and girls' involvement in sports. He stated that the 3-year deal aims to provide cash awards to ensure financial stability for women's team in the lower league, highlighting the key benefits and health gains for women involved in sports. Zaderberg expressed pride in contributing to the development of women's football in Liberia, urging other companies and institutions to support all sports within the country. LFA President Mustafa Raji hailed the cash award sponsorship as a new beginning for women's club in the lower league. He praised Leska for focusing on females despite the challenges faced by club owners in investing in women's football. Raji concluded by stating the contribution toward cash awards in the women's lower league division will enhance competition among the teams. That does it for the Focus on Liberia Daily News. I bring you the headlines. Central One's Access Recovery Team dissolved and funds directed to LAC. Several indicted in Magibi County Health Team corruption saga. VP Cone places Liberian business and SMEs at forefront of poverty alleviation efforts. BMMC CEO backs Allen, and LFA Leska sign cash award for women's lower club champions. On behalf of the management and staff of Focus on Liberia, many thanks to our listeners and viewers. We urge that you keep following us and share our videos. My name is Gwendolyn Dorado. I presented.